every Christmas season we do a program called the Holiday Wish, where we ask our listeners to nominate people they know who are going through a tough time to receive a holiday wish. So we sat down this year and reviewed our submissions, and we came across one in particular that we read that really moved everyone in the room to tears. It was from a young man whose family was living in a shelter and who wanted to fulfill a wish for his mom in getting her a house. He said that's what she always talks about, that they need their own space. He mentioned his two sisters and how they were always fighting, but that they needed their own space too. So we invited them down, without telling them why, to visit us here at KJOY 98.3 and our studios in Farmingdale, and we had a little surprise for them when they got here. Why don't you guys all come in here?
Hello.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. He also told us in his submission that he was saving money from his allowance to help buy his mom a house. Now, he had saved up $200, which for this young man whose family is living in a shelter and who experienced unspeakable tragedy is probably a ton of money. Then he went online and I guess started to look for housing prices and realized it was going to take way more than $200. So in the time between when he sent us the submission and by the time we met him, we learned that his family had signed a lease on an apartment, which is great. But we still wanted to do something for Jamaica and his family, his mom and his sisters. And so we reached out to our friends at Jovia Financial Credit Union.
We certainly do want to give you those things that are necessities and that could make it a little easier for you to build that home and start rebuilding your future. So as on behalf of Jovia Financial Credit Union, we would like to give you a gift certificate to PC Richards. Right? For $1,500 and for Bed Bath & Beyond for another $1,000. And we really hope that this will allow you to start furnishing your home and buy those necessities and appliances.
When we read that and read through his submission and felt the maturity and wisdom in this young man, we knew that we just had to help him.
Yeah, the support and love, we could just feel it coming from the letter, so thank you.
No, because he never think about himself. And he's been asking me how much a house costs or what he have to look into because we've been in the shelter and it's just been hard.
I think Sheena has a newfound appreciation for her son and the wisdom that he had and the maturity that he had. And I think she knows, and we believe, that she is raising a fine young man.
And you know what, just to get you started, we would love to open some youth accounts for you too. This way, the money that you've started to save, guess what? In no time, you'll start building that and then really buy something of your own for your mom.
They had indicated to us how hard it had been for them living in the shelter and going through everything that they've unfortunately had to go through in their lives. And we're just very thankful.
Yeah,
Thank
come on
you.
in here. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so great to meet you guys. And
Thank you. And
you know.
thank you to everybody.
Look at all the people you've managed to move to tears. You get around too.
I'm sorry.